What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm here with you guys. Going to go over a quick rundown of how to change glow plugs on a L5P Duramax. This should go from 2017 model year all the way to current. This truck, for example, today is a 2017. I'm getting a glow plug misfire from cylinder 1 and 6. With the pending code on number 1. So we're going to try number 1 first, and if that fixes our issue, we will let number 6 go, but I'm assuming I'm going to have to change both. So I'm going to get this fender liner out here real quick, and then we'll get started.
Hey everybody, before we get started here, I just wanted to give you a rundown of the Duramax's firing order and the cylinder numbers. For many of you, this may just be common knowledge, but for some people who may not be big into diesel trucks, this may be very helpful when changing glow plugs. So I thought I'd put this in here. Today I will be changing out the number 1 cylinder glow plug, which is on the passenger side front towards the radiator. This is the cylinder number diagram for all Duramax trucks 01 to present.
Screws that hold the fender liner in are T15 star bit screws. So just a quick heads up. As you can see, we already ran into our first problem trying to get these T15 star bit bolts out. This one was previously stripped, I suppose, and I had to use a bolt extractor on it. All right, so as you can see when my finger's pointing, that is cylinder 2 glow plug. You can see the end of the wire and the little nut that's holding it on. It is an 8mm nut, and then once we get that off, I will figure out what size the actual glow plug is, and then we'll go from there. The biggest thing that I've seen is to take it slow. Also, you can, it's recommended to disconnect the battery. I don't plan on doing that as of now, but I may, depending on how this goes. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a minute. All right, everybody, so I've got the stud off, or the wire off. You can kind of see the end of the glow plug right there. It is a 10mm to get the actual glow plug out. I recommend spraying some penetrating fluid or something around it to get it out. And then as well, you want to make sure your wire is either, you put some electric tape on the end so it doesn't short out on the engine. All right, everybody, as you can see, I got my cylinder 2 glow plug out. This is it. As you can see, try to get it to zoom here, or focus. It probably isn't going to focus. We'll see here. I'll try to get it to focus here. Come on. Anyway, as you can see, the electrode is pretty, I don't even know, corroded, chewed up. This is exactly why GM has problems with these. This is a Borg-Warner design. I mean, GM stuck with this design for the entirety of the Duramax's life. And for some reason now, they seem to have some issues with them in the L5P specifically. I've heard of people breaking these tips off in the head, you know, and falling into the cylinder and wrecking the motor. So I would recommend, once you get the code, to go ahead and swap them out. They are, you know, relatively cheap, in my opinion, you know, as a form of preventative maintenance. So if you get the code, you're better off just, going ahead and either having a shop do it or you can do it. They don't typically have, much of a failure rate, but when they do go bad, it's good to get it done. So anyway, I will be back in a sec with the new glow plug, and we'll go ahead and get that put back in. All right, everybody, you can see we got our new glow plug. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this put back in, and then we'll get it tightened up and see if our code went away. All right, so we've got the glow plug back in. I wanna remind you guys that the glow plug needs to be tightened to 13 foot-pounds. And then after that, you need to put your wire back on, and then of course your nut on the end. And this nut needs to be tightened down to 18 inch-pounds, or in my case, I'm just gonna get it snug. That should suffice. One thing I did wanna note on the glow plug I took out, there was some buildup on there, some white buildup, which may indicate either some sort of oil blockage as the CCV crankcase ventilation being blocked up, which I recently replaced, or possibly a head gasket issue, which will need to be addressed further down the road. One thing I want to note that's specific with me in this situation is I don't have any oil in my coolant. I don't have any coolant in my oil. I'm not really, there's really no big coolant loss. My engine isn't burning coolant and vice versa. So it could just be buildup. This truck does have almost 80,000 on it. Since I've bought it, I've been, meticulous about oil changes and whatnot. So anyway, when you do something like this, this can be a pretty good indicator of how your engine is, mechanically speaking, as far as, in the cylinders, what you can't see without tearing down the motor. So anyway, we're gonna get this wire back on and this nut back tightened, and we'll go see if the code goes away after we clear it, and we'll see if it stays away. So I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. All right, so now that you can see we've got this all nice and snug, so now we're gonna go up to our code reader and see what it tells us.
I also wanted to add that in order to clear these codes or check these codes, you're going to either need a Banks iDash, Edge CTS3 module, or just a traditional code reader that's just capable of reading and clearing codes. Typically, your local auto parts store will be able to assist you with this if you don't want to buy one or you don't already have one.
All right, everybody, so as you can see, there's no more check engine light, so that does mean that cylinder 2 glow plug will cause other glow plugs to throw a code, as in my case cylinder 6 was throwing a glow plug code, which as of now turns out to be nothing. We're gonna take this for a drive, again check all my fluids, and see what we're sitting at. And as you can see, I'm sitting at 77,000 miles. So it really doesn't matter. These L5Ps are great trucks, but they're known for having glow plug issues pretty early on. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This video really wasn't a step-by-step per se. More of an informational video. Obviously, for those of you who may be questioning your mechanical aptitude to do this, you need to really consider that for yourself. Obviously, this isn't a very difficult repair if you have a little bit of mechanical aptitude, but obviously for people who may struggle with
basic stuff mechanical wise, you may just want to take it to a shop. So anyway, I appreciate everybody watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll have more videos coming in the future. Thanks.